Hey, gorgeous beings. So I'm going to tune in and do a little bit of a healing session around the base chakra. So yesterday's post spoke about some of the different aspects that the base chakra covers, and then we had some affirmations and, signs of when it's in balance and signs of when it's out of balance. So today we're just going to tune in and ask if there's anything that wants to come forward around base chakra healing and releasing for anyone who's kind of watching. So it'll be a quick little tune in, tune up, feel some healing and energy from it all around that base chakra. So hopefully you enjoy. Let's see what comes here. Beautiful. So we're all clear. Answers from light source. Yeah. Can we heal around the base chakra? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so this is coming up present time for many of those who are watching. Two things. Okay, so feeling a sense of vulnerability, which makes a lot of sense. That's definitely base chakra related. Putting in security, safety and stability as well are coming through here. So yeah, a common, piece that's a little unbalanced would be if we are feeling a vulnerability. So let's read what that says here. I'm just using the emotion code chart just for some of the initial drop-ins and the descriptions, and then we'll just let source lead the rest. Or our base chakra, if we speak to our base chakra. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Speak to the base chakra. Feeling susceptible to harm, either emotional or physical, unsafe or unstable. So vulnerability, bringing in security, safety, stability. Beautiful. I have more to say on this. Let's see what our second one is that comes along with it, and then we'll see if that's landing for what we're doing here. Oh, and stubbornness. Okay. Stubbornness to flexibility. Okay, then let's read our stubbornness piece here. So stubbornness, being difficult, unbendable, unable, or unwilling to forgive, obstinate, headstrong, or resistant. So sometimes we can stay just stuck in that vulnerability space, right? We've ran those programs for a huge part of our life. Society is definitely, capitalized on people feeling vulnerable. Many times over. We don't have to get into details about that, but many times over, many ways, light ways to like big, intense ways. And so sometimes that stubbornness is thinking that, well, if we keep feeling vulnerable and put up our blocks or put up our defenses or build these big walls, that will keep us safe. And so by building that, when we fight it, we actually continue it, right? We're not transmuting it. We're not moving through it. We're not stepping actually into our power. We're actually staying in a place of weakness and then, fighting from within, which to some can look like strength, but if underneath there's still that core root of vulnerability, and that's why the boundaries or the bravado or whatever else it is, or saviorness even, any of these pieces can be distorted. What true security, safety, and stability is really being in our body and being authentic to ourselves and standing on our own 2 feet and having that healthy masculine piece inside of ourselves that holds strong, and healthy feminine inside ourselves that feels very intuitively of what's going on, and they have this beautiful connection and relationship back and forth where a healthy masculine can almost like step up and into that confidence piece while listening to the healthy feminine inside, and then there becomes this this beautiful balance. So this is almost a balance within that root chakra, to allow ourselves to get unstuck. And it really is like to allow ourselves to start to transmute the fear and change the story. Okay, so let's see. We'll do emotion code. for 3. So I'm going to sweep it back to release the emotion we don't want, and then traditional emotion code doesn't sweep back in what we do want, but I am going to sweep back in what we do want. So we're just allowing the energy to sweep down from the main meridian line, starting at the third eye and down the spine. We sweep and release that energy away, and then pull it up the spine and back in to put the energy in replacing in that we do want for balance and harmony. So I release vulnerability and stubbornness. I release vulnerability and stubbornness. I release vulnerability and stubbornness. I put in its place, accept, and now receive security, safety, stability, and flexibility. We put in its place, accept, and fully receive security, safety, stability, and flexibility. We put in its place, accept, and receive security, safety, stability, and flexibility. Beautiful. It is done. So it is, and it is so. Nice. Okay. We're not going to do too many today because I don't want to have this be really long. But, you know, Spirit will give us exactly what we need, and that base chakra will give us exactly what we need here to support it, and then allow that to integrate, allow those thoughts to kind of percolate and see what they bring up for you. As that energy comes in. So then we're receiving it on energetic levels, on mental, emotional levels, and then into the physical body. What is it like to trust myself? What is it like to come in and hold myself? What is it like to take a stand for how I feel, but not in a fighting or savior or villain or any other way that is unhealthy, but in true just you-ness and self-responsibility. Yeah, that's kind of what's being called for here, because that's what's going to create the real safety and security. Okay, is there more we do? Yeah, communicating from base chakra of the collective. Yes, beautiful. Okay. Do we need to know when? No. I don't need to know what it is. It's something kind of spiritual is what's coming in. Like I'll ask mental, physical, emotional, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. More spiritual. 2 things. Love unreceived. To love received. And I'm going to let you know right away what comes up is a connection to earth, right? Like root chakra is all about earth. How disconnected are we from the earth? Like, if you don't feel its love, if you don't love it back, and I'm talking like being in love with the earth and feeling it be in love with you, like its food nourishes you, its water, you know, like cleanses you and keeps you alive and hydrated and vital, like, and the beauty that's all around, like, my Lord, this earth loves you, right? But if we're not allowing ourselves to receive it, we're going to feel really disconnected. We're going to feel really unsafe. And for so many people, like the physical body or the physical world has been full of unsafety, right? That vulnerability piece. So coming back to connection with the earth, and not in the ways they're telling you on social media and on the news and stuff like that, but like get your feet on the earth, like get your hands in the dirt, touch a tree, marvel at the dew on the grass, like start your own garden or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be big, but take some time to just like feel her. Rubber soles of the shoes off, like get something that has leather soles on the bottom, and go out and walk about, or just, you know, take moments to feel her energy, because she holds and she nurtures and she loves so much. And it's time we come home. We come home in our bodies, and that is rooting in through the root. And we come home to this planet. Out there isn't necessarily better, it's just different, right? And I know so many people in the spiritual world, it's like we're so good at going out there. We're so good at all the ascension. We're so good at those other worlds and quantum places. And, you know, it is gorgeous. But here is also gorgeous, and we don't need to push it away. We don't need to think of like the 3D world as lesser than. We can enjoy the beauty of all, and we really do get to integrate, and integration is such a key right now, I think, for humanity and our planet and a lot of things. If we're checking out from fear and not even being in our bodies, which is a very common fear response, and that's totally fine, and it has been very useful at times in our life. But sometimes it gets to a point where it's not serving anymore, and coming home inside ourselves, like, gets to be the answer, and it gets to be time. So we really get to live, and we really get to be vital, and we really get to feel, I want to say like love and joy, but it truly is like more contentment and just deep satisfaction in the moment, and connection, right? Without the better or worse or any of that, but true embodiment and integration of all that we are, because we are, as you know, spirit, and we are earth, balanced in that heart center. And we'll talk about that when we come to the heart healing aspects later on in that heart chakra. But this piece is very big and very beautiful. Okay, let's see what the second part of this is. Oh, stubbornness again. How about that? Well, it makes total sense. If if the earth realm has caused discomfort in your body, has caused pain, you've gone through trauma, or you've gone through heartache, or you've gone through struggle, or you've been surviving forever, whatever these are, we don't want to feel sometimes. We don't want to be connected sometimes. It's so much easier to just tune out, right? Like tune out, turn off, and just go through the motions, almost robotic, and not really engage, numb it with, phones and TV and all of this stuff, right? And not actually be present and feel the feelings and allow them to transmute and transform and move through you, so you get to be fully alive. We live in this place where there's just so much congestion to our connectedness, and it becomes real easy to be stubborn, even unknowingly. Even unknowingly, right? Like those places and those habits that we fall into, like that's the places where we are kind of like numbing the pain or stopping ourselves from looking at some of our truths. So yeah, stubbornness has been used as that protection again. So again, it's that flexibility, and all we need to do when it comes to flexibility is just like open the door to be like, okay, I'm safe now in my body. I'm safe now in this world. Let's open that door just a little crack and see what happens as I allow. And you don't necessarily need to know the hows. It doesn't have to be big jumps and big leaps. But if you ask spirit, or you ask the earth, or you ask your body to engage with you in new ways, that are more open, that are more loving, that allow you to be grounded and embodied into your divine self as human form. Spirit will show you the way, and it will be unique to you, and it will hold you. And it doesn't mean there might not be, things that come up that you get to work through, but they're showing up because you are strong enough, and you do have the ability. And there's so many healers and different coaches and people like who do similar to what I do and different from what I do, that are able to hold you during these times. But you will also find that you are very much able to hold yourself. And as you feel the earth, you'll also feel the earth holding you and feel spirit holding you. And you get to just realize like the beauty that actually is here. So that's what the root chakra is kind of wanting to say today. And I just got like full chills like up my legs, as I'm saying this. So that's gorgeous. We do something with this. Oh, we're going to do something called the sway today, which I don't know that I've never, ever done live on here before. So what I'm going to show you what it looks like, it's just been passed down. It's been passed down, oh my gosh, through certain lineages of healers. And I don't even know the lineage to tell you the truth. My trainer trained me after I like begged her, after having amazing experiences with it, to be like, please teach me. And she finally did. And it's just like one of those things that's been passed around the fire for I don't even know how long. But It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'll share that with you. I've got to turn this around here because I need to stand for it. Okay, so what we're doing, and you can do it if you want to, is you're doing these big arm circles, and you want to be facing a window or facing outside, or you can even do it outside. And you just keep doing these big arm circles as I read over these words. I release the vibration of love unreceived and stubbornness. I release the vibration of love unreceived and stubbornness. I apologize for ever allowing that vibration into my energy field and all the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, behavioral, social, verbal, tribal, karmic, historic, sexual, financial, and energetic circumstance, thoughts, and words that go along with it. In its place, I now accept and fully receive love received and flexibility. We accept and fully receive love received and flexibility. And all the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, behavioral, social, verbal, tribal, karmic, historic, sexual, financial, and energetic circumstance to support it into my energy field. Now it is done, so it is, and it is so. Beautiful. And then I just put some Reiki symbols in there afterwards that feel aligning. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there. Again, see what you feel what you feel. Yeah, reach out at any time if you want to chatter about some of that. I'm gonna do a card pull, I think, tomorrow around the energy of the base chakra, just so we're kind of like pulling in some cool modalities for what wants to come forward. And so much love, so much love, so much love. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we can leave it there. I was just checking in if there was anything else because I don't want to get it too long on here. But perfect. Okay, love, bye.